Hello KWPP, this is Austin with another tech tip video. We're going to talk about today Slack and how to utilize Slack threads and messaging. So it's going to be a pretty quick one hopefully, but we're going to talk about how to use Slack and communicate through the messaging channels that Slack has. So I'm going to pull open Slack here. This is for the Market Center Tech Trainer channels, but if you're using things like the New Agent channels, it'll be exactly the same. So you'll see here as I scroll up, the more I scroll up, the later back in time we're going. And so you can actually go back and look at things from weeks or months in the past. All you do is go up to the search bar of the channel that you're on and go ahead and search for certain keywords that maybe you're looking for because you remember seeing something about an open house or something about listings, whatever it is. And you can go and search and see if someone's talked about that, or if you recall it, you can hunt it down easier. You can also search by specific people if you remember who it was that posted it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show a couple things. Down here at the very, very bottom, this is where you're going to create a brand new thread. This is where you post something, you can add links, you can also add attachments here if you have certain files that you want to show people. But here's where you're going to either ask questions or give people updates in whatever channel that you are that you're in. But when you create a thread, you're creating a brand new one. This is going to be a brand new topic of whatever you deem important at that time. If you're wanting to respond to a thread, it's a little different. You don't naturally you kind of think like, oh, Crystal said this had this computer question. Right below it is this message. This is how I'm going to respond to Crystal. That is not the case. What you're going to want to do is right here, when you hover over the specific thread, you will see a menu pop up. These menus are going to have certain things like reactions. You can add little emojis, give people a thumbs up, or you can search for specific emojis. They have infinite possibilities. But what you're most likely going to be doing is replying to the thread. You're going to see this right here. When you click reply to thread, it's going to let you go ahead and reply. You're going to see it pop up on the right-hand side, and this is where you reply, right here. You don't do it here. You're going to have to do it right here if you want it to be within this topic. Otherwise, you're creating a whole other one, and it's going to make things a lot more complicated or confusing. So yeah, you go ahead and when you click that reply, you go down here, you respond, and that's it. And so then you can actually, here's a cool little tidbit right here under more actions with the thread that you're interested in. Right here, you can say, get notified about new replies. So whether you do reply, which I believe automatically adds you to get notifications if you are invested in this thread with your own reply. But let's say someone asks a really good question you want to know the answer to, but you don't necessarily need to put a reply in because you don't know the answer either. You can go to this three dots, click get notified about new replies, so you can stay updated to see, does anyone answer this question that I also need to know the answer to. So that's a great little tidbit right there. If you happen to read this, but you want to come back to it, you can click it as marked as unread, because then it'll be considered a new thread that you have not touched yet. That's it. There's a lot more to this, but that's just the basics. I'll probably have some more videos coming out later. But if you have any questions, please reach out to me at asc@kwportlandpremier.com. Talk to you later.